What's up, y'all? This is Rom, back at it with yet another car video. Many women think men out here are gameless. I'll keep it simple. Many women think men are gameless, all right? Yeah, simplify the title and whatnot. Seriously. And before I even get started, let me give a shout out to Cousin T-Taw, and specifically a video he did on his Patreon about what good girls don't tell their boyfriends. And that was one of the points. 10 things that they don't tell their boyfriends. That was one of the points. I'll put a link to his Patreon in the description box. And y'all need to hit the highest level, the $25 level. Because he be dropping some game. Because Cousin Tito, I shout him out a lot, but he's one of the few people I would go to for some game. I would go to, because that dude, a professional seducer, trains male exotic dancers and stuff. I would go to him and maybe Pimp God. And y'all know about the Honorable Pimp God. In fact, I'm going to shout Pimp God out in this one too, because Pimp God has said several times, women got game. All a pimp does is just turn the game on them. But many women out here, I was thinking about that because that's some real shit. When many women rather, think that guys out here just don't have game. And you know what? Pretty much the actions and what women get away with pretty much proves it. Because think about it. There's just so many things. Like, let's think about divorce, right? Let's think about divorce. I remember a mentor told me decades ago, hey, he had a cousin who was a divorce attorney. He said women be putting them on retainer 3 years before they actually get the divorce. The women actually know that they about to roll out. Shoot, you be like, oh shit. Women actually know. Even in, what if I said several times, I've given it, like how women shoot their shot. Like, that's game right there. A lot of guys don't recognize that. Like, when women they'll put themselves in position where a man approaches and a man think he doing something. I said, even when you think you cold approaching, that woman been checking you out for a while. It's rare it's a pure code approach. It's very rare. Even when you think it is. It is for you, but that woman been seeing you for a while and has been putting herself in position where you going to approach her and she'll act all surprised. It's like that saying. It's like that old saying. I think it came from the book The Manipulated Man by that woman Esther. I never get her last name. I ain't gonna say it. And I know somebody will throw it out in the description box anyway. But, a man will chase a woman until she catches him. Shoot, even Malcolm X said that about Betty in the autobiography of Malcolm X. He thought he was doing all this stuff, and then, they finally got married, but then they were at the reception, and all her girlfriends were like, you got him. Man, women know they be running game. Because what did I say? Women be running the game from the time they little baby girls. They know if they cry a certain way, a man that they will eventually call daddy or whoever's around is going to come a running. Women know that. They be learning that game I learned that from my cousins. They be learning the game. But see, problem is a lot of guys be getting played out here easily. They be getting played out here. Because if men really as a group knew the game, and the game is just simply man gets woman, the knowledge, how to deal with them, how they going to run stuff on you and everything. If men knew that, you wouldn't get these men like giving up all this money in child support, or giving up all this money to a woman, or being cheated on by a woman. They already is spotted. They'll turn it around like a pimp does. pimps, players, Macks, shit, they just turn it on the woman. But they already know the woman got the game. But many men out here are gameless. That's why you got so many men out here, they're alone. They missing out on signals. They getting played by women. Shit, let me just talk about that part. So many men out here just getting played. If they had some game, they wouldn't get played. At the very least, they wouldn't get played. Like I said, I learned a lot from, I've said before several times, I've learned a lot from women. That's why I always tell y'all the same instance I got played. And really, I played myself. I always tell you, I always say this time I was supposed to meet a woman. This was back before we had FaceTime or could share pictures. This was late 80s. We ain't had the technology then and whatnot. And in fact, even now with pictures and stuff, a lot of dudes it'd be men and stuff be getting like catfished. Be men getting catfished. And the women, they know that game because they know they can get a man just by their beauty or what they show to be their beauty. That's why they be like hooking up the perfume, hooking up the jeans that's showing their buttocks, have clothes that's showing their breastises, showing that right cleavage, putting that up. Because they know a man don't give he ain't thinking. Because that's a woman's power anyway. Seduction is really a woman's game. Because they physically, 99% of women are not physically stronger than a man. So, I know you got some stories in history and stuff about some women warriors, but yeah, those are rare. Women knew they had to have game to get what they wanted out of a man. I remember one time when I was vending regularly at this market, and we saw this guy, and it seemed like his woman was real quiet and everything, right? And it seemed like he was in charge of it. And I told this other guy, I said, yeah, she running shit. And he didn't want to believe me. Yeah, guess what? We found out a few weeks later who was really running that relationship. Because I just looked at her. I said, she running that game on him. In fact, I wish I had, you know what? I wouldn't even have to do it. I wish I had the proverbial dime every time I found out about some guy getting ran by a woman. Being ran by a woman. Some game being run. Because the main game women run on men is the money game. Because y'all know, I swear, every single time I talk about getting with a woman without spending money, always get some guys who push back against it. Always. I don't care how many times I do it. If I do a video on that this week or a car video or anything, it's going to get some guys who push back on it. Will argue with you to death. And the women, they watching that and they like, yeah, they laughing their asses off. That woman is laughing her motherfucking ass off. Because the woman looking at that, because I know there's a few thousand women be checking out this channel. A few thousand women be checking it out. Some have even reached out to me and said, yeah, I be watching your stuff. And they know it. They just want to know what I'm telling y'all. And, I be saying, like the money thing. I be saying, yeah, you don't have to spend money on a woman. If a woman really wants you, she won't. Now, women probably, every time they see a guy fighting against it, they like, yeah, that's another one. In fact, I guarantee a woman will probably play a guy that way, too. She'll play a guy. A guy think he got to spend some money on a woman, and the woman will say, he's just wrong. Tell the guy, look him dead in the face. And all of a sudden, that dude's spending several thousand and got no part. He ain't even got a good hug from her or something. Yeah, you gotta slow down. Okay, Popo ain't up this way. Shoot. But many of them, they should, and they hope they stay gameless. Seriously. Because a lot of guys just don't get it. And you even get some guys saying, well, women don't have game. I was like, okay, you definitely don't know what's up. Nah, they, like I said, they've been having that game. They know what's up. Shoot. And if they ain't figured that out when they were babies, they sure as hell figured out when they hit puberty. I knew this young lady, she said she didn't get any attention from guys when she was 11, right? Then she came back to school. She sprouted a butt that next summer and shit. She counted the guys for me. She said she had 11 guys on her, you know, trying to get with them. She got that booty. And I told her one time too. I said it'd be scary if you really knew what to do. She was one of those good girls. I might need to watch that video again that cousin T-Tall shared on his page. But yeah, she was definitely a goody girl, but she would have been dangerous if she was a mean girl. Cousin T-Tall talked about them too on his Patreon, on that same video. Because you get those mean girls, they know how to use a man. Oh, they really be running some game on them. Shoot, you got a whole subculture of them be running game on like these pro athletes, those groupies and stuff. Anytime they be having seminars, they be trying to tell. You get coaches, older guys be trying to tell them, say, watch out for these women. Like the quarterback of the Washington Commanders, Jaden Daniels. There was a story that came out about, you know, she is real careful about women around her son. Real careful. He don't got a steady girl. She looking out. I'm looking at her, and I'm like, she's probably a groupie. Oh, she was probably there, because I ain't gonna lie, she still look good. That dude, she got a fine old mom. She's probably there. And shoot, you be getting these women being flown out, guys spending money on them. They running game. Shoot, I had a couple women tell me about that. In fact, I tried to get this one woman. I had mentioned her before. She was Korean and stuff. I was trying to, like, when I first got on here, I was trying to get her to do a video just giving some guys some game. She was like, yeah, you gotta drink a certain amount, you know, laugh at certain jokes, all of that. That's game. And a lot of guys don't get that. Because a lot of guys, you know, got that thing of thinking women weak. And yeah, may only physically in most cases. And shoot, the way women be hitting the gym nowadays, you know, I said 99% of women aren't stronger than the men. I don't know. The way they be hitting the gym nowadays, the way a bunch of men don't. That might be another conversation. But you get these women out here, they be running some stuff, but see, a lot of guys don't have game, and then when you try to tell guys game, they'll fight you and argue with you and stuff. They were like, I don't need game. I could just be this. I could just, you know, all I do is be a provider and, you know, have some money and everything. And a woman running game on them like, yeah, that's right. Don't listen to that old dude. You know, what do you know? He don't know anything. And then those women, shoot, I've had another woman told me some stuff. I ain't gonna mention her. She's actually a sweet to me, but she be running some game. Say, yeah, you gotta learn how to touch a guy's leg, how you touch him, all that. I was like, damn, you know. In fact, there's been some women. Oh, they go po right there. Anyway, right. Oh, you know, that's a daily thing with a car video. I gotta find Popo. Play the game, spot the Popo. Anyway, right, that's police for those who don't know the slang. But man, just talking with some women I just tell them straight up, say, what do you want? All right, don't even try to run it. I don't have time for it. Just tell me what you want straight up. I wish once again, the proverbial dime every time I had a woman just say, well, okay, this is what she wanted. And I was like, because I look at them and say, look, you don't have to do all that. Just ask me what you want. I'll decide if I want to give it. I'll decide. Don't even do all that shit. Sometimes though, if you really know the game, you got that woman running it on you. You probably already decided to do something for her, but she was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna let her do all that stuff. I'm gonna let her dress sexy and fix me that meal and all of that. In fact, I'm gonna tell you what. And this for some guys who living with a woman or married to a woman. If they really want something from you, you already know it. You come home and she got your bath water running, got some food on the table for you, got all your favorite meals there. She wearing like this sexy old dress and all of that. You know, smelling good and all of that. You already know she wants some. Don't even argue with her. In fact, I remember I had told this story along those lines. I said, because you get some women, they gonna be dumb about it. See, a dumb woman, like you get these women who want to boss their man around. That's because they don't have game. Like I said, many women, not all women. They don't have game. They trying to boss their man around. Like you get a woman say, well, she wants a dining room painted beige, right? Painted beige. And you get a woman, when you gonna paint? When you gonna paint it? Man, he's gonna naturally buck against it. That's just what we do. A smart woman with game, right? She gonna do everything I said do earlier, right? As soon as he come home, gonna have his bath water running, give him a nice massage, got his food going, had that sexy lingerie on, or to say it like Wanda from In Living Color from back in the day, lingerie on. She smelling good, got his favorite meal, fill his stomach up, fuck the brains out of that dude. Like the brains, like his brain coming out. He'd be like reaching over for it, say, hold on, let me put my brains in. You done fucked it out, right? And then they'll be talking, doing that after. That sex is so good, he don't even want to just jump up. He just want to just lay there, right? And they'll be talking and stuff. And she'll just throw it out there. She'll say something like, she won't even tell him she want that living room, that dining room painted beige. She'll just say, yeah, you know that dining room will look good, beige. And she'll say it like that. Then she'll say it one time. She'll just throw it out, right? She'll go someplace that day when she come back home. The dining room is painted beige. The living room is painted. Everything painted beige. Shit, she might have a new car in the driveway. But that woman was smart. She knew how to work it. Because let's just be real. A lot of guys just be out here being worked. And like that was a good way. If you get a woman with some good game, basically a good woman, she really love you. Oh, she'll work it in a good way. You getting something out of it. But let's be real. A lot of men out here being worked in a bad way. Giving up all their money. Being a chauffeur, taking their woman, they might go out with the woman, right? Take her over to some other dude's place, but he her cousin, her uncle or something. Say, oh no, he just my cousin. Dude don't look shit like her. I'm gonna bring that up again. I think I pre-recorded a video. I talked about that, right? I don't know. I talked about that before. Yeah, because I seen that before. That was one game I had to learn. I was like, man, hold up, this ain't your cousin? Shit. But they be running that game, be getting money out of a man. And the beauty of it is, all they do, they see a woman when she playing a man, she just fuck with his ego. That's all she gonna do. That's all she need to do. She know he want the pussy. So she gonna fix up and then play his ego. That's how some beautiful women be playing some guys. Fuck with his ego. See, a pimp or a true player, a MACK, a woman can't fuck with his ego. He gonna deal with the woman on his own terms. Like if a woman say you look good, just say thank you and let it go. See, you get a lot of guys, if a woman say he look good, they losing their mind. In fact, I've seen some guys, right? They'll talk all that shit about a woman, but you get that woman going to run some game on them and everything. And she going to be like, oh, no, you look good. And he going to be like, oh, God, yes, I look good. I'm feeling good and shit. And she'll get everything out of him. And all she doing is fucking with his head, you know? Making love to his mind or something. Because what did I say before? I said a man make love to a woman's body, but a woman make love to a man's mind. And see, a lot of guys, especially a lot of guys out here, got some weak egos, low self-esteem. So you get a halfway decent woman who know how to play that shit right. And in fact, some of the best game I've seen actually is from average women. Average women and stuff. You ever see some of those like average at best women and stuff? They be talking with that guy and they be like, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, huh? Oh yeah, love. Oh damn, you smart. And all of a sudden, boom, that guy giving up everything. And she playing him. Shit, those are the worst ones, because you halfway expect something from the beautiful one. Beautiful one, you gonna be on guard a little bit, but you get some of those average looking women players too. Please be getting everything. Be getting everything. You be looking at the woman, she walking around with Chad or Tyrone, and she looking like Jabba the Hutt. You be like, damn. I was like, man, he got her head. I mean, no, she got his head, or I'm like, is she from the South, deep South? I ain't gonna tell y'all about that spaghetti dinner. If y'all know about that spaghetti dinner, just put a 1 in the description box. If y'all know about that spaghetti dinner in the deep South, that's game 2. Because I'm gonna tell you something with women. I learned this because it was mostly women in my family. They know how to get what they want. And for the most part, they'll get it. Now, they come across a guy who know the game, and most part, they ain't gonna get it unless he just like him enough, and he just let him go run it anyway. Like I said, some occasions, you already decided you were gonna do something. You were already gonna paint that dining room anyway. But shit, you're gonna let her do her thing. Shit. I remember I was still married. I was just coming back home for something, and my wife she had on this short dress, and I was like, okay, what do you need? I was like, I just asked her straight up, what do you need? Well, I need, no, you just had to ask that, I still tapped it, but still. It's like, come on, man. But see, a lot of guys don't get that. A lot of guys don't get that. A lot of guys get played. They get played for money. Money especially. That's why you got some of these women out here thinking they can still get something out of a man, regardless of what they look like. Because there's some guy going to give it to him. I never forget this young lady. I think I mentioned her. Before. She is a little short, fat, looking like she Jabba the Hutt in the doorway and shit. But she said it best. She'll still get whatever from a man. And that's why they be thinking, seriously, that's why these women out here be thinking some of these guys are just clueless and just gameless. They don't know. And trust me, even when one of the worst things really is just thinking these women are stupid out here. Because that's how the woman gets you. They'll play that game. They will play that game. That's one of their best games. Like letting a man think he's smarter than her and shit. And you just be like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. Holla. Now, whether regardless of what you think, give him that dapple on that one. Don't play around. Anyway, y'all, gotta get something from the post office here. See my buddies in here. Ooh. Always, every time I come in here, I always hit that curve. Anyway, y'all, check out Cousin T-Tall's joint. And fellas, seriously, man, don't ever think these women don't have game out here. They got game like a mug. They got game. Because if you don't think you got game, and I know there's some women watching, like, yeah, go ahead, Rom, tell them. You know most of them ain't gonna listen. Okay, I tried telling you. But seriously, don't think they don't have game out here. Get some game out here. Women be running that shit. Women be running that shit. All right. Anyway, y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all.